Good day everyone. This video will discuss you about family well-being under home economics. So family. Family is a basic social unit consisting of parents and their children, considered as a group. This family is the basic unit in the society that have a big role. Well-being, the state of being comfortable, healthy, or happy. Now, there in under home economics, there are types of family structure that are accepted to our society today. First is the nuclear family. Nuclear family is the traditional types of family structure. These family types consist of two parents and children. Nuclear family is called by the society as being the ideal one in which to raise children. And children in nuclear families receive strength and stability from the two parents structure and generally have more opportunities due to financial ease of two adults. So they are lucky. And according to the US 2010 census data, 70% of the children live in nuclear families. So they are lucky enough because they live in that types of family structure. The second type is the single parent family. Single parent family consists of one parent raising one or more children in his own. This family may include single mother with her or his children, a single dad raising children, or single parents who raise a children. And 1 in 4 children are born in a single mother. And generally, single parents families are more close to their children and help each other to solve problems, especially in dividing household chores. So when there is only one parent in a home, it may be a struggle to find childcare because as there is only one parent working. The third one is the extended family. Extended family consists of two or more adults who are related, either by blood or marriage, living in the same home. This family includes many relatives living together and working toward common goals, such as raising the children and keeping up the household chores. Many extended families include aunts, uncles, and grandparents living together. So, this type of family structure may form due to financial difficulties or because of older relatives are unable to care themselves alone, and this type of family structure are more common all over the world. Fourth one is the childless family or adoptive family. While most people think of family as including children, there are couples who either cannot or choose not to have children. Childless family or adoptive parents consist of two parents living together. So, since childless family have no child, so many of childless families are take responsibilities of a pet owner, or they have a extensive contact to their nieces and nephews, or sometimes they treat their nieces and nephews as their child. The fifth structure is the foster parents. Who are they? Are people who officially take a child into their family for a period of time. Without becoming the child's legal parents, the child is referred to as their foster child. The primary purpose of foster care is to provide a safe and stable environment for a child who cannot be with his or her parents for some reason. An environment that feels like home. So foster child in many times, they have suffered abuse or neglect from their parents. So they don't have ideas of what a loving home feels like. Foster parents help them learn what likes to eat, to sleep, or even to play in a safe environment. Foster care is almost always assumed to be temporary. So, some states, children who remain in foster care only do until they reach the age of 18. So, these foster care and adoptive parents are almost the same, but the differences is that adoptive parents is permanent, while the foster care is temporary. But there are some cases that foster care parents turn to adoptive parents. Question: who are the foster child or children? The children whose parents are may addict or some are have brain disorder, or maybe some children are feel abuses to their home. Next is the step parents family. Over half of all marriage end in divorce, and many of these individuals choose to get married again. This creates the step or blended family, which involve two separate families merging into one new unit. It consists of new husband, wife, or spouse, and their children from previous marriages or relationship. Step families are about as common as nuclear family because it consists of two parents and children. Step family need to learn to work together and also work with their existing family to ensure this family runs smoothly. Next is the grandparent family. Many grandparents today are raising their children for a variety of reasons. 1 in 14 children is raised by their parents, grandparents, and the parents are not present in the child's life. This could be due to parents' death, addiction, or being unfit parent. Mostly, as what I've observed, many grandparents today need to find work or some sources of income to help raise their grandchildren. And lastly, residential care home, also known as a board and care home or personal care home. A residential care home is for seniors who don't want to live in assisted living community or in nursing homes. Seniors get personal care in a home-like setting. So there is no right or wrong when it comes to what is best family structure. As long as the family is filled with love, care, support with each other, it tends to be successful. And those are the types of family structure that are accepted to our society today. Thank you for listening, guys. God bless you all and stay safe.